Today we're gonna find out, does lump really burn hotter than briquettes? Let's do this. Today we are gonna find out how much hotter does lump burn than briquettes, right? We've all heard it, lump burns hotter, briquettes not as hot. But what is the temperature difference? We're gonna answer that by doing just a quick experiment by burning a full chimney of briquettes versus a full chimney of lump. We have our temperature here, and we're gonna let that chimney go for about 20 minutes. Then we're gonna check the temperature, and then we'll let it go a little bit longer, check the temperature, clean out all the hot embers from the briquettes, and start it right over again with the lump charcoal. So let's get right to it. If you are wondering what I just did there was starting up the charcoal in the charcoal chimney, you're starting from complete scratch, make sure to check out the playlist, Barbecue Fundamentals, Barbecue 101, to get all the basics down before you start going. I'm gonna leave that in the description and at the end of the video. Make sure to watch that so you can have a better experience right from go. For this experiment, we're gonna have the chimney wide open. We have the temperature probes right there, right in the middle, giving us a read. Boom, hit that hard. And then we're gonna leave the door cracked to let plenty of airflow get in there. It's 30 minutes later. You can see this is how far one charcoal chimney, and my neighbor's dog is barking, perfect timing. All right, one charcoal chimney. This is 30 minutes later. That dog's still going. This was just at 193 and 153. All right. What I'm doing right now is opening up everything so I can let this burn out, remove them, and then get the lump ready to add in. So we'll compare notes right then. As we wait for the next 30 minutes, I just want to remind you, check out the barbecue journal. This experiment is perfect for making your pit customizable to you. You're going to become the expert in knowing everything about barbecue and your pit by getting the backyard journal. I'm going to take notes in here and write down that briquettes, one charcoal chimney of briquettes is going to run 194 closest to here and 150 back here. So I'm gonna need to add more charcoal right from the start. For this experiment, we're just doing one charcoal chimney, but I would add more briquettes right away to make sure I get that heat temperature up. The best way is to turn back to your notes and understand exactly from last cook, what did my barbecue pit do? What did my smoker do? Check out the barbecue journal so you can make yourself a better pit master. Very interesting results. All right, briquettes, they got up to 200. Well, it was closer to 190, 195, and it held temperature really steady. All right, lump got a lot hotter. It got to around 242, 244. You can see on the chart, I'm gonna try to put it right here. You can see on the chart, it spiked up, stayed hot, but I was shooting for 30 minutes. Lump was still holding 190, 195 for the whole 30 minutes. It probably would have lasted a little bit longer. It was getting towards the end there, but that 30-minute interval for the one charcoal chimney of lump was already peaked and starting to come down. So these data points are what you want to know for your pit and the way it operates. For starters, if I were to use briquettes and I wanted 225, I had a full chimney, but I would need some charcoal in my firebox to get that temperature a little bit hotter. So I'm gonna need more charcoal with briquettes to get 225, nice and even. 250, I need even more. So you start to get the idea. That's why it's so important for your pit to start taking the right notes. All right, I don't care where you do it, buy the book, don't buy the book, get your piece of scrap paper, but the sooner you start writing down these notes for your pits, that's when you're gonna really become efficient in getting your offset smoker pit to where you want it to be. Second, if I were to use a lump, right, it got to 225, but it was starting to diminish. The embers were coming down hot. All right, they were real hot. They were coming down. They had eaten through all that lump really quickly. So if I start with more lump charcoal, my temperature is going to spike even higher. So now I need to figure out, do I play with the chimney? All right, I'm using more lump. Should I shut my firebox door, crank down so only a little bit of airflow is going in there to try to bring the temperature down? So now we're getting all these data points. What do we do with them? We're in the middle of this cook. We're remembering it right now. But for the next time you want to get started, you got to take notes. All right. This was a fascinating experiment. We knew lump was going to burn hotter, but how much hotter? It was right around that 45 to 50 degrees. Lump's going to burn hotter, but it's going to be a different experience. So you need to be mindful. How is that going to play into my offset smoker? How is that going to play into any type of smoker I have? To recap, for my smoker, if I'm using briquettes and I want to get to 225, 250, I'm going to have to add briquettes into the firebox and then pour the chimney in there to get that temperature hot. It shows on a very small sample size that it was holding the heat a little bit steadier, where the lump peaked quicker, got hotter quicker, but then didn't last the full 30 minutes we were shooting for. It was already starting to slope down and come down hard. If I want to use lump, if I fill this up more, I'm going to probably have to damper down my vents. Now your smoker might be different, so let me know in the comments how those results work out for you. Finish this up. If you want to learn more about offset smokers, make sure to check out the playlist so you can get the fundamentals down right away. Make sure to click on the subscribe button and hit that bell so you get notifications of when the next video comes out to help you in the backyard become a better pit master. And finally, hit the thumbs up button to let me know you like this video and leave a comment down below on what you'd like to see next. I hope everyone's having a great day, and I will see you very soon. If you're asking yourself the question, what did he just do there? And you're starting from scratch, make sure to watch the airplane go by.